Hello and welcome to the 12 Days of Education, Day 7 today, as we have a great show lined up for you. Louise Price of the P.I.C. program will join us, as well as April Cox of the Rockingham County Partnership for Children. But let's get right into the key part that you need to know about the College Advising Corps, helping low-income first-generation and underrepresented students apply and enroll in college by placing recent UNC Chapel Hill graduates as college advisors in selected public high schools throughout the state. We're lucky to have one in every single high school here in Rockingham County, thanks to the hard work of folks with the Rockingham County Education Foundation, as well as our community coming together and putting an importance on this program. The local impact through the College Advising Corps, RCEF helps low-income and underrepresented students apply to college, as mentioned before. But since 2014, more than 2,000 Rockingham County students report submitting at least one college application. Seniors awarded more than $30 million in scholarships since 2013 through the Advising Corps. And last school year, college advisors reached 90% of all Rockingham County seniors. As we start Day 7 of the 12 Days of Education, let's take a look at today's giveaway, a photo shoot with Adina Photography and a creative child basket from Rockingham County Partnership for Children. Adina is a portrait photographer specializing in outdoor children and family shots, and you can find her work on Facebook by searching Captured by Adina. For more information, visit capturedbyadina.com. As we start the Day 7 of the 12 Days of Education, I welcome in my friend Louise Price with Piedmont's wow, the great program called P.I.C. I know what it is, Louise. I really do.
I get it. I get it all.
It's one of those Fridays, and we also welcome in our friend April Cox from the Rockingham County Partnership for Children. April, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good. Glad to have you guys on today, as we'll be giving away that great package as well. You'll want to stay tuned for that. Guys, let's start with the part that you guys know very well, the child part, building up for the College Advisor Corps program. It starts with children, doesn't it, April?
Yes, it does. I think we know that learning doesn't begin when children enter the doors of their kindergarten classroom. Learning starts much earlier. So at the Partnership for Children, our mission is to ensure children enter school healthy and ready to succeed. So those first 2,000 days, which is approximately the time that a child has before they enter kindergarten, that is when the bulk of brain development happens. So there's a lot of work that has to be done to ensure children are ready to succeed and they're healthy and they have what they need to learn. So that is the work that we're doing. We're trying to prep our youngest children here in Rockingham County to ensure that they are set up for success and they have what they need for success in school and life.
Louise, you've seen some of that cognitive success with the P.I.C. program, Piedmont Instrument Classes for Kids. See, I do know it. Tell me about that success.
Well, we created P.I.C. because just like you, April, you want to make sure that every child has an opportunity. If they have that potential, you've got to find it in them, give them that opportunity, and then they grow from there. And I don't want to see any child miss an opportunity to be the best thing they can be. And I recognize that music education and traditional music was lacking. Now we've got great band programs, great choral programs. I came through choral program in school, but to teach traditional music, which is what we're famous for in this area, there wasn't an opportunity. And I just wondered how many Charlie Pools did we miss, Joe, through the years. And so we created a program where we teach banjo, fiddle, and guitar lessons to 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And these kids are just excelling. And as you can imagine, right now we're on Zoom with these kids and they are doing great. But that's just our whole premise. Don't miss a child. Don't miss an opportunity to let a child become the greatest version of what they can become. And I think that's exactly what the Rockingham County Education Foundation is about. Don't let a child get into an adulthood without the opportunity to lay that foundation to do everything they need to do in life to excel. And then that feeds back and makes our communities better.
And April, you guys also have something similar as far as literacy with helping children with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library collaboration that you guys have. That big start at the beginning sets up the end with the College Advising Corps being that stopgap in being able to advise those students to prepare for that SAT, get those college applications in. But it does start at the beginning with helping show that creative world, that imagination that Charlie Poole was very famous for and that brought to our community way back when, and that these books provide for our children. Let me speak on behalf of a parent myself. Every time that book came in the mail for my child, it was a Christmas every day that was in the mailbox.
Yes, we know that exposure to those books early on, just having books in the home, families are more likely to read together. We know the bonding that happens when you're reading with a child, that does so much for brain development and setting a child up for having the ability to learn when they feel safe, when they feel secure, and have that strong attachment with an adult in their life. Yes, we're very thankful to have the Dolly Parton Imagination Library providing books in the homes of children and to promote those pre-literacy skills that lead into those literacy skills that they need.
I told my husband that day, April, Dolly Parton's name came up in conjunction with her work with the vaccine that's just come out. And I said, see what playing a banjo will do for you? It's a whole big circle. Right. We learn how to read, we play a banjo, we cure people. It's a big circle. So it's all connected. But just make sure that these kids get that great foundation, and your organization, April, is just, you are foundational in that. It works. It works.
Yeah. And I'll echo, your sentiments, providing opportunities for children and equitable opportunities. Not every child is in a space or an environment to where they are being afforded these opportunities. So I think always keeping that at the forefront and ensuring that we are thinking about all children and do all children have access to these things so that they can be successful. High quality environments. All the research tells us that children placed in high quality environments, that's where we have the greater learning outcomes, better child outcomes. So we're doing all we can during these early years, during these first 5 years, so that Jenny and you guys that are working with these students later in life, so that they're better equipped. They come with more tools in their tool belt. Academically, they're more successful. Social and emotionally, they're stable. Giving them again what they need to have their brains online and ready to learn.
And it's an equitable branch, the College Advising Corps at the senior level. With that one-on-one advising, it gives everybody a chance. It gives some people might have the experience of college in their background for generations with their family attending. Some might not. And with the Corps, it helps those that even have experience, but those that don't, it gives that branch of equity to say everybody has this opportunity and should have this opportunity to go to college and have the resources available to them to make sure that they get there if that's what their desire is. And that's what's so great about the Advising Corps and why the 12 Days of Education is going on here to try and raise funds for the Education Foundation to support this, because with that support, it just makes everything better. The wheel continues to spin, and we want it spinning. We don't want it stuck in the ice. We don't want it stuck. Well, we don't have much ice here, but you don't want it stuck. And that's the whole point of this, is to have those equitable opportunities at the elementary level as well as the college senior level. And you can help us do that by texting EDUCATE to 24365. That's EDUCATE to 24365. We've raised $10,050 thanks to the support of the community. That is matched by a generous match of $8,000 by St. Thomas Episcopal in Reedsville. And we want to thank them right now. Without them, this wouldn't be possible to continue funding this program that has had an impact since 2008 in our communities. Think about that. Yeah, 2008 seems like yesterday. I mean, but really, it's not. It's a long time ago. And we're continuing to have that every single year from that 2008 point, it's continuing to build and evolve as a program here locally to help our students. And we want to thank the community that have helped us support this program and the major donors as well, and the drawing sponsors. We mentioned St. Thomas Episcopal Church, Gildan Activewear with a big donation. Thank you so much. Arthur's Jewelry of Reedsville will be giving away that 14K diamond pendant, that coming up on day 11 of the 12 days of education. Three Rivers Outfitters with a trip down the river. Louise is ready to go down the river. I can tell she's ready.
Yeah, I like to watch the river. You know, I'm not much of going in the water. But I love the rivers. They're beautiful things.
Thank you to M&M Tire and Auto of Madison as well. Biscuitville with a generous gift that we'll be giving away. I believe it's a $100 gift card to Biscuitville. Thank you to them. Dexter Media, RCD Partnership for Children, April with us here today. Gordon Allen Photography, Aspen by Rachel Rakes, Captured by Adina, our giveaway today. Wine Knocks in Madison and Bradley Farms as well. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you to the community who have responded by texting EDUCATE to 24365. That's EDUCATE to 24365. And guys, I want to thank you for stopping by today. I'm going to welcome in our Executive Director, Jenny Edwards. Jenny, welcome in. How are you doing this Friday?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I can't complain. There's nothing to complain about because this world is beautiful no matter what we have in it, no matter what Zoom call we have to be on, no matter what virtual screen stops us. You can't complain about a Friday, can you? Is that allowed? Is it even allowed? I don't think it is.
I think I think you're labeled an ingrate if you do that. I think you just have to be grateful for Friday.
Especially when we're giving away such a great prize package like we are today. The Creative Child Basket from the partnership from Children, as well as the photo shoot with Captured by Adina.
That's right. Yeah. And I just want to thank Louise and April for coming on. You know, this early childhood education, incredibly important to later success in life. Lots of stories have shown that. That's what April's business is, 100%. She wakes up in the morning, hits the ground to do that, and doesn't stop till she goes to bed. And we're proud partners with Piedmont Folk Legacies and the P.I.C.K program. There are some great studies coming out. One was published last year from the University of British Columbia that showed students between 7th and 12th grade who were engaged in music programs scored higher in science, math, and English. And here's the kicker about this study. 3 things. First of all, these were exam-based statistics. So this is how they scored literally on tests. The second thing is that this advancement was consistent regardless of, income, background, gender, ethnicity. And here's the real kicker that just blew me away, that these students score a year ahead of non-music students, even without prior learning in science, math, and English. And I mean, that is absolutely astonishing. And I can think of anything, that points, that makes a better argument for why we should support music programs in school, after school, and support the work that Louise is doing through P.I.C.K.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime, even at that elementary level, if you can, as early as you can set up an opportunity to capture your emotions, feel your emotions, share your emotions, it's going to build up for the opportunities and experiences where emotion is filled, that you're going to be able to understand it and maybe translate a little bit better if you have that foundation, whether it's music, whether it's writing, whether it's any of the arts. And that's why it's so key to infuse all of these great things at the young level so that we can be infused when we get to that senior age and we can fill our communities with all of our talents and abilities. But most importantly, we can understand who we are, and we can understand those around us a little bit better, and it can be a development that evolves over time instead of trying to evolve that understanding in a short period of time.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, a lot of my emotional intelligence, unfortunately, was learned much later in life. And you're exactly right. This is exactly what Bishop Greg talked about, I think on Tuesday during the 12 days of education. Is developing that emotional intelligence is a really key part of human development.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the music just it impacts them in so many different ways. I mean, it makes their brains work better. I mean, the studies have shown that. And Joe and Jenny, April, I'll tell you this, they know me quoting this forever, but in one of our first Zoom classes, the banjo teacher asked the class why they wanted to learn how to play banjo, and one young man said it brought him peace. Well, you know, that's enough. That's enough, especially in these days. So just anything you can do to give a kid a leg up, you know, I'm all for it. And I just applaud the work that you all are doing. And I can, this is going back to the dark ages, but I can still remember going through those grant applications and scholarship applications and college applications, and really was pretty much on my own trying to figure out how to navigate all that. Had I had those helpers back then, life would have been a lot easier. Yeah. So it is important what you all are doing, and we just got to make sure nobody falls through the cracks, because I can't tolerate that. Just got to give them all a chance.
That's right. And that's what the College Advising Corps does, providing one-on-one advising to help students prepare and take the SAT, complete applications for college, navigate those complexities. Scholarship, I didn't even know what that meant at age 18. But to be honest with you, and I went to college and graduated with a 4-year degree. So it is a very important thing to have in our schools, is somebody that can just say, this is a grant. It's a local grant that somebody wants to give you to go to college. Here's how you apply for it. Because even with those little nuances, Jenny, as you know, in the grant field, not every single grant opportunity, scholarship opportunity is public enough that everybody in that area that is qualified for it knows that it exists. And it's having the people in place like Jennifer, who we spoke to yesterday, to put that into their world.
Yeah.
The siren's going off in Stoneville. Oh. I think that's our cue to do the drawing.
That's right.
There you go.
All right. So let's do a quick check-in and see if anybody donated here at the last minute. Do a refresh. Okay. We did receive a donation from Joy Toms, and she made this donation.
Thank you, Joy.
Yeah.
Joy does.
She made this donation in honor of Molly Norwood Mayberry. So here's this is what Joe calls the magic teapot. Yeah. And I'm going to
something, yeah.
Give it a little shake. I should stir it. I shouldn't shake it.
I think you could rub it and get a genie out of that one.
No, so shiny. Okay. So we're drawing today for a creative child basket made possible. Thank you to the Partnership for Children and April Cox, their executive director, and that photo shoot with Adina. And the winner is Ann Brady.
Yay!
Congratulations, Ann Brady. And just like everybody else, we'll go back in the pot. The prizes coming up, like Joe mentioned, we have a prize of Wine Knocks basket, $100 gift card from Biscuitville is coming up. A guided river trip from Three Rivers.
Oh, man.
For $4. You're going to go down with an experienced guide. That $900 valued pendant, thank you to Author's Jewelry from Reedsville. That's a great place to go and buy a Christmas gift. They have items in there for all price ranges. You do not have to go into a big box store. Not criticizing those. I do shop in those. But you can shop at a local business and purchase something really nice. No matter what your budget is, I promise you will find something in there. Jean Arthur will take care of you. Mm-hmm. And they're located in Reedsville. And then the grand prize, of course, is that week stay at Holt Condo, oceanfront condo on Caswell Beach. So if you haven't donated yet, please consider doing that. The prizes are really ramping up. They're getting great. You do not have to donate in order to enter the drawing. I'm happy to enter you. Just send me an email at jenny@helprockinghamstudents.org. But we hope you will. We hope that you'll support this great cause for our high school seniors.
Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time today to stop by the 12 Days of Education, and keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for supporting our community out there.
Thank you all.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
You too, Joe.
See ya.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.